I'm Roger Lyman, president of LBI5. We've been in business since 1981. We really started heavy into satellite communications in the mid-80s. And so we've been doing disaster recovery and emergency response for U.S. Forest Service since 1985 to be able to provide data communications, voice communications, and video communications if they need to. Customers will consist of groups in the oil and gas field, some broadcast type customers, commercial, mainly with mining industry. We have a full turnkey operation from engineering to installation, equipment, connectivity, monitoring. We have great relationships with the satellite carriers, so we can provide bandwidth and connectivity anywhere around the world that you need to have covered. And then we have a 24/7 network monitoring site here that will watch and take care of any problems if anything happens to go down or if there's any kind of problems at all. We can actually provide transportable satellite systems, all right, where we will build satellite trailers that will be used. And we actually use them ourselves when we go out for emergency response type projects for the U.S. Forest Service and set up a particular communications camp so that they can be able to fight a fire out in the middle of nowhere. We build prototypes for State Farm insurance, for a mobile vehicle so that they can go out in the middle of a disaster and write up claims because they have satellite communications coming into their vehicle through internet access and voice access. We have over 90 years of experience in the satellite industry. We have some very, very strong engineers. We understand our satellite platform, which is the iDirect satellite system. We're very, very good at that system, and we actually watch it and monitor it very, very well.
LBI-SAT, they're just down-to-earth, good businessmen. They're honest people. They're men of their word. Our stuff is pretty mission critical, right? So you don't know what's happening on the remote end at any instant in time. So if there's an interruption in service, it could be a matter of life and death at that point, right? So if a service is down and a guy's trying to make a phone call to save a life, or it's mission critical that this service is up. Their network is 100% reliable. Have I ever had a down day? No. Like an outage? Yeah. No, typically not. The LBI-SAT, the only time we'll ever have a down day is a scheduled maintenance window. We have dedicated equipment here. It's been on site for about 12 months, and LBI-SAT is running it just like they'd run their network. I don't have many sleepless nights worrying about is the network going down or up because somebody is here watching it all the time for us. Customer service here is very good. I can get a hold of Andre, the head of engineering, any time of the day. There's somebody on staff here all the time, 24 hours a day.
In the oil and gas industry, satellite is very critical. Where we are at, there is no cell phones out there. There is no 3G. There is nothing. It is truly in the middle of nowhere. They have to have reliable communications, especially for any kind of emergency situations. They have to be able to send their reports, the morning reports, every morning has to work, and they have to be there at a certain time. If they're not, their bosses don't like that. Without LBI being there to make sure that everything runs 100% of the time, my customers out there in the field would not be able to communicate at all. They make my job easier by just being able to call and ask them any kind of question related to satellite, related to IP, related to the iDirect platform, and they always have the answers, or they will find the answers.
Customers call and are appreciative of how easy it was for them to install, how little they had to be involved in engineering, and the quality of service after delivery. We're a small company and we have the ability to move fast and solve or find solutions for problems during implementation. We're successful because we have quality engineering and we engineer to be cost effective. We're also successful in comparison with other companies because of the cost of implementation. We're able to keep that down because we are small and reactive.
I'm Andre Finlinson, and I'm the Director of Technical Operations here. This is one of LBI-SAT's emergency response systems. We deploy this in a number of emergency environments such as hurricanes, tornadoes, and forest fires, where our client is an agency or a bureau that is responding to the incident and they need instant, reliable communications. These systems have been deployed at Hurricane Katrina, Hurricane Rita, and numerous forest fires all over the western United States. Our products are more designed for enterprise grade or business critical applications or tactical and emergency response situations where more robust applications have to work and voice has to work. In our network operations center, that room is staffed 24/7. We have a highly trained technician monitoring all of our services that we provide at all times. We provide network services to clients around the world, and in that room we monitor them, we commission new services and ensure that if there is a problem that it's addressed immediately. In the server room, or the lab as some folks call it, that's where we host all of the servers and the satellite hardware, the electronics that run the networks. That's where the fiber terminations come in, the internet connections and voice over IP connections all terminate into that room, and that's where all the baseband processing goes on. The voice servers, fax servers, web servers, email, all that kind of stuff is in that climate controlled protected environment. Out in the antenna farm, that's where we have one of the most critical components, the reflectors themselves that actually transmit the signals to the satellite. We also have a generator out there that runs off of propane power in case we lose utility power. When it has to work, and it has to work every time, that's where our products excel.
I'd recommend LBI-SAT for iDirect satellite service or just satellite service in general. They're very knowledgeable, they're well known in the industry, they can steer you in the right direction.
If you need any satellite communications anywhere and you can't afford to lose connectivity, go ahead, give me a call. We know we can help you out.